My name is Jose Rahal. I'm from Jordan and I'm doing my MBA in Healthcare Management in SRH.
I'm Sara Ferrara. I'm Mexican and Finnish, and I'm studying Creative Industries Management.
I'm Haya Khouri. I'm an artist from Lebanon, and I just moved to Berlin 2 months ago to do my master's in social design and sustainable innovation.
So hi, my name is Sulafa. I'm from Saudi Arabia, and currently I'm doing my first semester at SRH Berlin, and my major is International Business Administration.
My name is Amr. I'm from Egypt. I'm studying my master degree in engineering and management and engineering, focusing on smart buildings.
So I chose to come to Berlin because a few years back I was here in a race, in a competition, and I really just fell in love with the city and the vibe and the different people that were here. So I looked for universities that would be in English and that would dive into arts in a little bit of a different approach.
A very international city. You can gain experience, get introduced to multiple cultures, and there is a lot to do in Berlin, and you will never get bored of it.
So Berlin ranked first in 2020 as in startups, ranked the highest startups. So you can, even if you are willing to start some business.
So I visited Berlin 3 years ago, and I instantly fell in love with the city, with its contradiction, its chaos, its artistic scene. And it really reminded me of Beirut back home, which is like the city from Lebanon where I live. It had a lot of contradiction, but also this post-war feeling that it has that is very real, and it resembles a human feeling. And I felt very comfortable in the city.
Okay, honestly, I would say Berlin is one of the friendliest cities for students because in Berlin, it's super international. You can literally meet whatever nationality you have on mind in Berlin. You want a very international community, Prenzlauer Berg is the place for you. You want the Turkish experience, go to Kreuzberg. You want the fancy German experience, I'd say go to either Kudamm, Charlottenburg or Wilmersdorf.
I chose SRH because mainly because the major that it offers, which is MBA in Healthcare Management, it is for a very competitive prices comparing to the whole world.
I came to SRH because it offered a career that wasn't very popular in many places, so it's one of the few universities that offers this career. And I immediately liked that it's very small and personal. The School of Popular Arts offered a very close relationship with my professors, and I feel like I can ask them any question and they help me in every area of opportunity, and I have a direct line to professionals working in what I possibly would want to work in. So I think it's a great atmosphere to learn in.
So after graduating from interior architecture, I tackled for 6 years in architecture, and then I decided to switch my career for social work, and I started volunteering with NGOs on ground, and then I wanted to do my master's. I thought it was the right time, and SRH offered a great master's, which is social design and sustainable innovation, and for me it was kind of merging these two careers together, and it just made sense because it was a bit of art, but it was also for social cause. And it was one of the only universities that did that. And also it's in partnership with ALBA, which is my previous university. Yeah, so it was really easy to apply, and the student service is really helpful.
Okay, I actually had a couple of reasons that actually made me choose SRH Berlin. One of them, and actually the main one of them, is that because it's the only university in Berlin that offers the major that I've always had in mind, which is International Business Administration. And honestly, why would I go for another university and then go settle for another major? And then, yes, I'm like a person that follows their dreams, so to say. And then another reason as well is the core principle that they offer. Basically, it's not the typical learning method that every other university offers, but rather you still do the same required courses you're supposed to do, but rather on like 5 weeks intervals or even less. So you just do it on an intensive manner, focus on one course, finish with its exams, and up onto the other course. So honestly, for me, physically and also mentally in this whole thing, it's way too comfortable. Like, I'm not under stress just as the usual, so that's pretty good.
I can see that SRH, they are having this powerful team they can help, and also from my perspective that this place is growing up. This is what I can see, is growing up and having a very good future, or a very good in the coming years. SRH will be something in a different place.
There's several reasons why I would recommend other students to come here.
What we try to do is to incorporate the needs of the business world into our education.
We have a close relationship between science and practice.
That is, all our lecturers do not only have an academic background, but also a very practical background. So many of them are managers, businessmen in parallel.
It's a great pleasure.
Talk about what you do when you go out into the world and start your business life. You get the experience firsthand, basically. It's not just textbooks.
We try to establish not only a connection and some guest lecturing with them, but also the chance for our students to go for a volunteer or to go for a practical education.
You have someone you can talk to. You have someone from Adidas, you have someone from Audi that you personally know.
I can use the network of the MBS for my own personal goals in future.
By the end of the day, especially in business type of sciences, the difference would be made by the people.
The fact that MBS is small with a very, very close community, I really like the ambience it creates.
So you have the professionality on the one side and the friendly atmosphere on the other side.
And this is what we have really in the center of our hearts in MBS.
Today I would say MBS is one of the most international business schools in Germany.
We have people from everywhere. When I wanted to come here, actually, I wanted to learn a bit more about the German way of doing things. So we have a lot of German locals from everywhere in Germany, but we also have those international students.
You meet so many new people from all around the world, and you start working with them, you start talking to them, it just opens your horizon.
Munich is one of the leading business cities in Germany.
And if you consider working here, you have a lot of business opportunities. There's a lot going on professionally here in Munich.
You know, when school's out, I meet my fellow students in the city too, and basically we use Munich as our campus, and that's where we hang out. And that's where we also go and meet for projects and do the stuff that we learn in school.
I would definitely say that Munich is such a wonderful city. It feels like a huge campus for students here.